So the other week I was talking to my teacher about learning new repertoire, and I feel like I learn repertoire kind of slowly, a little bit too slow. And so I asked him, do you have any tips for me? Like, how can I learn music more quickly? And his response was, there's a concert in like 2 weeks. Play this brand new piece that you just started learning in that concert. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? No. But I think that was essentially his answer to my question was, you need to kind of flex that muscle of learning quickly and in a way force yourself to learn quickly, because I think to some extent there's just no other way to do it but to just do it. You just have to kind of put yourself under the pressure and do it. So in this raw practice session, we are going to be speed learning Serenata Española. I've been working on this for like a week and a half ish, so it's pretty darn fresh, but I have to perform it in a concert in 6 days, if you can believe it. So we're kind of like in grind mode. So if this was the only piece that I was working on and like I was only focusing on this, it would kind of be easier, but this is not the only thing that I'm working on currently. So that's what makes it a little bit difficult, is there's other pieces, concertos and things that I'm also working on at the same time. So I can't afford the time to put all my efforts on this one piece, unfortunately. But as the time gets closer, I need to kind of prioritize this more. So I had a lesson with this morning at 9 a.m. and now I need to kind of go back over it and work on the things that we worked on today, which was mostly like phrasing and dynamics and a couple of fingering things. So we're going to start from the beginning. First of all, I was playing the beginning as written, like this, but my teacher suggested playing the bass staccato. Bum, bum, bum. So that's something I got to practice with the thumb and make sure that I'm stopping the bass note. Kind of like that. Gives it a little more character. It's a little more rhythmic, I would say, that way. Not that the other way is bad. They're just different. So, and then it starts pianissimo. So. I don't like that. There we go. Oh. This, as far as phrase goes, he was saying this. He was like, this is super Spanish. Very, very kind of a Spanish phrase, but he was saying to keep the first note a little bit shorter, not staccato, but instead of something like that. Oof. So we have this phrase from no, I didn't like that. Where am I coming from? This. Something like that. It's a little better. Yeah, needs a little bit of work, but that's the idea. Oh my. This note too, he was saying, I need to hold it while I play the open E. I was cutting it too short, something like, so it has to sustain, which is also in the music. So if you read Cody, you would know that. No. Just small subtlety, but it's something that makes a difference. It's the small details that make big differences. So let's go from here. this. Low E, he was saying big pad thumb. Oh, and then he said this rest stroke too. Yeah. I just need to make that a little more clear. It's a little bit sloppy. I don't know why this always throws me off. See? More or less. Cut it off. I need to get used to hearing those two notes over ring, because I was like separating them before. But this is the melody. This E is like more like accompaniment, right? Which is underneath this. Underneath. Oh my gosh. It's hard because you can do a different fingering, but as long as you do that, it's enough. And you just give the impression that the note's still ringing. Forgetting to do that rest stroke and more loud. More or less that's how that section should go. Then we have the major section. Oops. I changed my fingering here because the fingering that's on this, they have this. Of course, that's more beautiful, but this section repeats a lot, and so I save that one on the second string for the second time. So you set it up the first time, it's kind of like, yeah, normal, whatever, and then the second time you hit them with the oof, right? It's super, super pretty. So let's do that one more time. That was gross. This part, I don't know why. This stretch is tricky for me. Whee. And then I tend to like not separate that triplet. Bum ba-da-ba-dum, bum ba-da-ba-dum. And it kind of just sounds more like a strum than a ba-da-ba-ding, ding, da-da-dum, bum ba-da-ba-dum. But it starts here. This triplet's fine. I think it's because it's P-I-M-P and it ends easy. But this one, it doesn't go back to P, it goes P-I-M-A. And then I think I'm too worried about this bar here that I sacrifice the melody. I need to keep my attention on the melody, so I have oops. Right? That's what we should hear on top. So a little better, but you can see how I'm worried about the bar, and then I'm focusing on that and not the main line. Yeah, and I'm rushing that a little bit. A little better. That's got to be my favorite part, I think, in this piece so far, I think. Oof. Love that. And then we go to the minor. You thought it was going to be major, but sight. Ugh. This is another challenging part. It's both these kind of arpeggiated sections. More or less. It could be more legato with the melody, but I need to practice that. So let's practice that. So this, I want the melody to sustain longer. I'm letting go because this stretches a little bit hard. I'm going to make this, G7 easier. But it sounds better if it's so I need to remember to leave that finger down. Something like that. More or less, not exactly, but we'll practice it. But let's move on for now. No, pat thumb. You gotta get used to that. And then here things get a little more tricky. Yeah. So it's the same as this, but it's like a variation. But my teacher was also saying you gotta stay in tempo there. So bum ba da ba da ba da ba da ba dee boom ba. For now, I gotta work on that, so we're gonna do it a little slow. A little better. I think I just need to keep this relaxed. I'm trying to go to da-da-da-da-da-da, and then it doesn't flow. But if I relax, but control at the same time. Easier said than done. Or there's this option, which I think sounds better. No. Or you have it up here. The only thing that's nice about this is it's so much more similar to the first one that you did, so like practice-wise it's easier, but this also sounds nice. You're gonna have to slide away up there. It's possible though. For now we'll stick with this though, but I still haven't quite decided yet. I guess I should decide. Okay, no, let's just stay with this since we only have 6 days. Okay, we're gonna stay with this for now. Can change it later if I want to. this part, I was already doing rest stroke with my A finger. But the second one I wasn't. He wants both of them rest stroke. That's something that I think more people should do, or I think it's a thing that more advanced players tend to do. But you should try it out if you don't do that, especially when you have like a melody and accompaniment. The rest stroke on top, it just really sends that top note out, and you have layers. So you have melody up here, and then accompaniments like a little bit underneath, which I think always adds depth to your music, which is nice. Plus, this section is kind of a little more triumphant. That was a really nerdy dance move. Ignore that. It's a little more awkward for the right hand, but I think it's worth the effort. So sloppy. Let's go slower. You. Okay, here. I was letting this E overring this. You hear that? So I need to stop the E when I play the D, and I need to go boom with my thumb and stop it like that. Okay, so I am here. Yeah. No. Here, I was just plucking it, but he was suggesting a beautiful pad thumb. Can't go wrong with pad thumb, right? So it's such a great sound. No. And then here I need to phrase this like no. Where that's a little more softer. Before I was like taka taka da. I was driving to the G sharp, but it should be no. Maybe a little too much piano there, but that's the idea. And then here with the chromatic line, same thing here. I was just kind of like full send crescendo to the high E. But he was saying, we looked in the piano music and the piano score, because this is a piano piece originally. But the piano has like a crescendo, and then it's like soft again, and then and then decrescendo. So it's this basically, right? We're getting louder, and then we're getting softer at the top, which is like super not natural, I feel like. So what we want to do is create soft, grow. This is like the loudest point, and then diminuendo. Right, kind of cheeky. If you do it right, I really feel like it's kind of like you set up the expectation, like we're gonna do a crescendo now, but then you're like, psych, we're gonna do a diminuendo, and then the listener's like, wait, something like that is my impression. But I need to like retrain my mind, because I was thinking full send crescendo, but I gotta think start crescendo and then decrescendo. And I gotta get that run more clean. I forgot the staccato bass, or let's change it the second time. Okay, maybe too much, but yes. hold that note. And then we're back to here. Still getting used to all these little changes, so it's not quite flowing yet, but the point is that we're incorporating them. A-I, A-M, or I-M, M-I. A-M or M-I. I think I was going M-I. But I play with I here, and then have to like do a little movement. So calm down. Maybe I should, I don't know, free stroke or rest stroke? I like the rest stroke, but it's a little harder. No. I get these weird overtone. I just play this. I'm stopping the string that I just played. I have like a big time overtone. The E rings out open because I'm playing an E on the 7th fret, 5th string. Like everything's muted, but the 6th string, that's an issue. I gotta stop that somehow. Maybe I can do that. I was playing thumb, but maybe I can, because otherwise the line doesn't sound clear. Oof. That's better. That's the gist of it. All right. Thank you guys for watching. That's raw practice with Cody once again. Trying to speed learn this piece, trying to just practice it every day, at least once a day, if not more, and like little, short practices. I feel like the more I can just pick it up and play through it, the better. I almost have it memorized for the most part, so that's good. It's just kind of refining the details and making these changes now. So hopefully the concert goes well in 6 days. Wish me luck. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.